Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Cause to proceed more slowly. The illness slowed him down. Of timepieces. The clock is almost an hour slow. Without speed, slow, is sometimes used informally for slowly. He spoke slowly. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Slow to learn or understand, lacking intellectual acuity. Worked with the slow students. Become slow or slower. Production slowed. Lose velocity, move more slowly. Of business, not active or brisk. Business is dull, or slow. At a slow tempo. The band played a slow waltz. Not moving quickly, taking a comparatively long time. A slow walker. Used of timepieces, indicating a time earlier than the correct time. The clock is slow. Cause to proceed more slowly. Become less tense, rest, or take one's ease. Reduce the speed of. Become slow or slower. Lose velocity, move more slowly. Cause to proceed more slowly. Become slow or slower. Lose velocity, move more slowly. Of timepieces. My watch is running behind. In debt. He fell behind with his mortgage payments. The fleshy part of the human body that you sit on. Having the lower score or lagging position in a contest. Behind by 2 points. Not hurried or forced. An easy walk around the block. In fortunate circumstances financially, moderately rich. Easy living. Marked by moderate steepness. An easy climb. With ease, easy, is sometimes used informally for easily. Success came too easy. Without speed, slow, is sometimes used informally for slowly. Go easy here, the road is slippery. Having little impact. An easy pat on the shoulder. Casual and unrestrained in sexual behavior. Her easy virtue. In a relaxed manner, or without hardship. Just wanted to take it easy. Affording comfort. Soft light that was easy on the eyes. Affording pleasure. Easy good looks. Free from worry or anxiety. Knowing that I had done my best, my mind was easy. Less in demand and therefore readily obtainable. Commodities are easy this quarter. Obtained with little effort or sacrifice, often obtained illegally. Easy money. Posing no difficulty, requiring little effort. An easy job. Readily exploited or tricked. An easy victim. In music. Without speed, slow, is sometimes used informally for slowly. He spoke slowly. Without speed, slow, is sometimes used informally for slowly. Glaciers move tardily. Later than usual or than expected. Notice came so tardily that we almost missed the deadline. The act of drilling a hole in the earth in the hope of producing petroleum. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A boring evening with uninteresting people. The act of drilling. The act of making something futile and useless, as by routine. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. The deadening effect of some routine tasks. Darkened with overcast. A dull sky. Make numb or insensitive. Become less interesting or attractive. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A dull play. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. Although dull at classical learning, at mathematics he was uncommonly quick. Being or made softer or less loud or clear. The dull boom of distant breaking waves. Deaden, a sound or noise, especially by rapping. Not clear and resonant, sounding as if striking with or against something relatively soft. The dull thud. Make dull or blunt. Too much cutting dulls the knife's edge. Of business, not active or brisk. Business is dull, or slow. Become dull or lustreless in appearance. Lose shine or brightness. The varnished table top dulled with time. Blunted in responsiveness or sensibility. A dull gaze. Emitting or reflecting very little light. A dull glow. Lacking in liveliness or animation. He was so dull at parties. Make dull in appearance. Age had dulled the surface. Make less lively or vigorous. Middle age dulled her appetite for travel. Not having a sharp edge or point. The knife was too dull to be of any use. Not keenly felt. A dull throbbing. Of color, very low in saturation, highly diluted. Dull greens and blues. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A ho-hum speaker who couldn't capture their attention. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. What an irksome task the writing of long letters is. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Tedious days on the train. Using or containing too many words. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. The tiresome chirping of a cricket. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Other people's dreams are dreadfully wearisome. Hard to pass through because of dense growth. Dense vegetation. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. So dense he never understands anything I say to him. Permitting little if any light to pass through because of denseness of matter. Dense smoke. Having high relative density or specific gravity. Dense as lead. Lacking in light, not bright or harsh. A dim light beside the bed. Switch. A car's headlights, from a higher to a lower beam. Make dim by comparison or conceal. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. Never met anyone quite so dim. Lacking clarity or distinctness. A dim figure in the distance. Become vague or indistinct. Offering little or no hope. Took a dim view of things. Made dim or less bright. The dimmed house lights brought a hush of anticipation. Become dim or lusterless. The lights dimmed and the curtain rose. Make dim or lusterless. Time had dimmed the silver. Unable to speak because of hereditary deafness. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. Dumb officials make some really dumb decisions. Temporarily incapable of speaking. Struck dumb. Lacking the power of human speech. Dumb animals. Lacking in insight or discernment. Too obtuse to grasp the implications of his behavior. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. He was either normally stupid or being deliberately obtuse. Of a leaf shape, rounded at the apex. Of an angle, between 90 and 180 degrees. A soft wet area of low-lying land that sinks underfoot. A stretch of water without current or movement. Suddenly they were in a slack and the water was motionless. The quality of being loose, not taut. He hadn't counted on the slackness of the rope. A noticeable deterioration in performance or quality. A gradual slack in output. Make less active or fast. He slackened his pace as he got tired. Cause to heat and crumble by treatment with water. Slack lime. Become slow or slower. Become less in amount or intensity. Not tense or taut. Slack and wrinkled skin. Make less active or intense. Lacking in rigor or strictness. Slack in maintaining discipline. A cord or rope or cable that is hanging loosely. He took up the slack. Avoid responsibilities in work, be idle. Be inattentive to, or neglect. He slacks his attention. Dust consisting of a mixture of small coal fragments and coal dust and dirt that sifts out when coal is passed over a sieve. Flowing with little speed as e.g. at the turning of the tide. Slack water. Release tension on. Slack the rope. Make slack as by lessening tension or firmness. Make less active or fast. He slackened his pace as he got tired. Become slow or slower. Become looser or slack. The rope slackened. Reduce the speed of. Lose velocity. Move more slowly. The car decelerated. Slow the growth or development of. The brain damage will retard the child's language development. A person of subnormal intelligence. Lose velocity. Move more slowly. Be delayed. Cause to move more slowly or operate at a slower rate. This drug will retard your heart rate. Slow and apathetic. A sluggish worker. Moving slowly. A sluggish stream. Of business, not active or brisk. A sluggish market. arousing no interest or attention or curiosity or excitement. A very uninteresting account of her trip. Characteristic or suggestive of an institution, especially in being uniform or dull or unimaginative. Lacking intelligence. In a state of mental numbness, especially as resulting from shock. Was stupid from fatigue. A person who is not very bright. The economy, stupid. Lacking or marked by lack of intellectual acuity. Lacking in energy or will. Military, not involved in military operations. Not in physical motion. Of e.g. volcanoes, not erupting and not extinct. Chemistry, not participating in a chemical reaction, chemically inert. Desired amounts of inactive chlorine. Lacking activity, lying idle or unused. An inactive mine. Not active physically or mentally. Illness forced him to live an inactive life. Not engaged in full-time work. Inactive reserve. Not exerting influence or change. Pathology, not progressing or increasing, or progressing slowly. Music, a composition or passage played in a slow tempo slightly faster than largo but slower than adagio. Of tempo, less slow and broad than largo. In music. Play this lento, please. Of tempo, slow. Of tempo, as slow and broad as possible. Of tempo, very slow.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.